Hey guys, it's the second time I'm filming this video because the first time I forgot to turn on my microphone. Yay me! Today's video is a little bit about my rheumatoid arthritis history and also my left foot injury. Those are also things I have to work around regarding my recovery and my journey. Regarding my left foot, I did that injury in 2016, and you think it was probably doing some cool stuff like dancing or whatever. It was during a gymnastics class, so you think, wow, cool. Yeah, it was during the warm-up, and we had to play tag. I slipped and fell. Nothing exciting. It was the most ridiculous way I've done an injury. One of the. I tore the ligaments, twisted my ankle, and dislocated it. So that was brilliant. Not long after that injury, I decided to go back to Portugal because I wasn't well mentally, and that also affected the recovery. And whilst I was in Portugal, everybody was afraid to touch my foot because nobody was really specialized in dances. So every time I told them like, "Oh, I'm a professional dancer," like, "Oh, I'm scared of like, doing something wrong that you can't dance again." Then why do I come to physios and whatever? Kind of stood on the side and I was like, you know what, as long as the actual ligaments connect again and all of that and the swelling goes away, I don't care. But basically it was never properly healed. And now I'm with my osteo that I used to go during my college years, and he's super specialized in dancers and singers. I used to go to him all the time, and so many injuries that I've had through the years, he completely fixed them. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to him again, and we are doing a really good recovery. It's not nowhere near where we want it to be. I still can't dance, but the recovery is happening. Like, it's so much better than when we started. Now, regarding my arthritis, I've got rheumatoid arthritis, and my type is seronegative, and I got diagnosed with it when I was 20. So that was in 2015. And it took me quite a while to be diagnosed with it. Nobody knew what I had. All they knew is that I was just swelling up and everything hurt really badly. And it was the only time I had a proper crisis, like flare up everywhere. Any joint you can possibly think, I had it. Like from the neck, from the jaw, from spine, all of these all the knuckles, the little joints here, every single joint in my body got attacked during that first crisis. And it took me a while, but then when I finally got diagnosed, I started on medication straight away with methotrexate, and I had to also take for the pain some specific steroids. Really alleviated the pain straight away, but they made me swell up like a balloon, and eventually it actually damaged my voice at the time. So my voice sounded completely different, and because of that, I couldn't even sing or act because this affected my entire body. So I had to take a year off from college to be able to recover, which I did. After being diagnosed, I was for about a month without proper walking. I was in so much pain, it was just awful. Then 2 more months, so 3 months since diagnosis, to be able to walk kind of normally again, still uncomfortable, still a bit painful, but I wasn't dragging myself anymore. Then after that took me 3 more months, so in total 6 months post being diagnosed, to have a normal life, which I call a muggle life, like a non-performance job. Only 6 months after, so a year post being diagnosed, I was actually able to start dancing again, but quite calmly. I started with ballet, doing the basics, and slowly getting my joints going, because literally I felt like a really old car without oil. Like everything was just rusty, and it was quite painful. It was really challenging, but I got back into it, and I was on medication since that time until last year. So I was basically 10 years on medication, and only like last year I finally got told by the doctor, okay, we can drop it, because you can't just stop taking the medication. It has to be very gradual. And yes, I still have pains once in a while. They come and go, because thank goodness I have the seronegative, which means it doesn't damage my joints long term, but it's still a pain in the bottom. And when it comes, it doesn't attack my entire body straight away. It just attacks like one joint or the other, and I will never know which one is it. It just comes and be like, hi, and then bye-bye, I'm gone again. Usually it's triggered by extreme changes of weather, so I'm in the perfect country for that. I'm incredibly stressed, which, provokes inflammation. I had to change a lot of my diet to help me out with this issue. One of the things is I'm not allergic to any of these things, but if I can, I should avoid gluten, dairy, red meat, but also as a performer, I eat as much, vegetarian as I can. And there was a time I was a fully vegetarian, and I was actually developing a bit of an eating disorder, because even if I would just crave an animal product, I would like punish myself by either not eating, or just stupid things like that. So I decided to, like, you know what, I'll just have a bit of everything. I'll just try to source it in a more sustainable way. So, for example, I go to butchers, I go to fishmongers, and I go to markets, get veggies and all of that. I get local honey and eggs from local farms. I'm doing that right now. The only thing I still haven't gotten a really good place to go is a fishmonger, because I don't know why it's so bloody hard to find a brilliant fishmonger that sells brilliant fish and seafood around here. The UK is a freaking island. I don't get that. But everything else, I am kind of sorted. And even though there's like local honey, I still have like my family in Portugal who makes honey. Like there's cousins of mine that make honey. There's a little bit of a background regarding that, and because I think it's good to know that people recovery and weight loss, it's not just I'll go hit the gym and do a diet and done. It's some people, it's a little bit more complicated. And with my situation, it definitely is more complicated, because I have all of this list of things that I've told you guys about, and I just have to take everything into consideration and do things. For example, I did my workout today. I feel much better than yesterday. Yesterday I felt slightly better than the day before. I ended up doing more like yoga and stretching to try to move my body to get a bit more range of motion. Whereas today I felt a lot better since yesterday. I still wouldn't go like cray, but I did a bit of strengthening today, and I feel good. It's not that I didn't listen to my body before, but now it's like I have no choice. Now I have no choice if I want to keep being active, wanting to go back to full time performing, and also, take care of my kids, because we are here in the UK alone, and I'm the main caretaker because I'm the one at home watching my kids. Otherwise, the system will fall. I hope you found this interesting, and I will see you guys on my next video.